Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to a Dirt Sheet Radio presents TNA Impact Typhlosion's new allegations, as we like to call it today, for all the various reasons, because this is the best thing outside of wrestling. I am Matt, that corny reviewer, and join me, the NWT World Chief. Andrew, how you doing?
Best thing is an interesting, turn of phrase. I mean, it's definitely topical. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely more interesting than this episode.
I'm pushing Typhlosion, slacking the new TNA wrestlers.
Oh, nice! That they're the new tag team.
The new tag teams.
Typhlosion slacking.
If you see our cover photo on YouTube, it shows that Typhlosion is now TNA.
True.
Not Casey Navarro. It's Typhlosion.
Whoa. We don't have allegations against Casey Navarro.
Rich
Swann has allegations.
But Navarro did sign a contract today, so we congratulate him.
Oh, I missed that little update, but that's good.
Yeah, I saw that on the Twitter.
Hey, what's up, Tony Hayes? How you
Hello,
doing?
Tony. How you doing? Welcome to these allegation episodes.
The allegation-filled episode.
Yes. Everyone, this is the witch hunt of the year.
Well, 'tis the season,
Tis the season. Tis the spooky season. It's gonna get spooky.
Exactly. If South Park can have a witch hunt,
Yeah, with Mr. Garrison's favorite time of the year.
Exactly. Like a witch persecution thingy, whatever you call that.
Well, I don't know, whatever you would like to call it.
Yeah. Typhlosion agrees.
Yes, and for the Pokemon fans here, a massive leak and trash can inspection. I do have to change my recycling bag, so that's going to be when I go to the garbage on Saturday to drop that off. But I am switching it out. But
were you throwing out this episode of Impact also? Is that how that works?
No, that is a whole new bag and a half. If I did this episode of Impact.
I don't know. Rhino and PCO used a couple trash cans, so they were trying to help you right there. They were being really helpful. They're not Duke the Dumpster Drosy, but they're close.
I mean, this is it going to fit this? Is it going to fit this size?
Nah, probably not.
No. Maybe the whole match can go in there. Is South Park still good? You get about more than half per season good. Some are just eh.
Well, the actual last season they did was pretty good. With Cartman living in a hot dog now and all that other shit.
And what you call it? What was that? What was that episode with the hot dog with the job? What do they call it?
It's been a couple years now. That's the weird thing is because they've been doing all those stupid fucking movies for Paramount Plus. They haven't
all these specials, these 40-minute or so specials, the streaming wars, or.
And I don't watch those because I don't have Paramount Plus because I don't want to have 97 streaming services just to watch something.
Yeah, that one, the woke one.
Was the woke one the one where it was the female versions came through? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Kathleen Kennedy one.
Yeah.
Make it lame again.
I haven't heard anything bad about those. I just don't have the time nor the patience to look into Paramount Plus. Exactly.
And you rather spend it on anything else, like a fucking Lapras.
They still live on a weed farm, Tony. That's where we're at. But at least Randy's less prevalent in the storylines.
I like that they actually, when they made Randy a Karen, and just they went to him being the old Randy for a bit, and it's it's the only way. It's the only way to fix things.
I did like how they justified Token's name. And they rewrote history in a funny way, which it wasn't too much of a cop-out.
And now the closed captions in the other episodes say Token. I'm no. No fucking way.
For the older episodes, it shouldn't say that, because then that ruins the punchline for the future episodes.
I know. I was Could they go as far as this wherever it just says Token, just re-edit that to make it say Token in like the caption, like when you made that documentary?
Mm-hmm.
It's like go commit. It's like it was here the whole time. What are you talking about? Like, did anyone else? Anybody? Just assume that his name was Token?
No. Of course not.
Call 1-800. I am a giant piece of shit because you are the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Fuck that doctor. Like, yo, fuck you. Just staring right at me, saying all this shit.
The fact that they could just do that and point the finger back at the viewer is pretty hilarious. See, they took lessons from Typhlosion on how to gaslight.
Exactly, but if they were gonna do that, I think that was probably the best way. That's the way that screams South Park way of doing it.
Oh yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like a cop out for like PC culture or anything like that. It feels like a South Park joke that they were just slow rolling.
Yeah, because they could have done, hey, don't call me that anymore. Call me this now, type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, and it will keep going until it no longer has a platform or one of them dies.
You gotta wonder if it'll even stop if one of them dies.
I mean, if Trey's gone, you can't do that. You can't do it without Trey.
I mean, depends.
Maybe Matt.
They have kids. They could always just pass it off to a studio, kind of like their studio kind of thing.
If they can match the voices.
Match, like, that's difficult. It's been on for 25 years. People match voices constantly nowadays.
That's true. Let's see. But will it be the same? The Simpsons definitely should go.
Yeah, The Simpsons has gotten stale.
That one needs to gracefully bow out while you still can.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell else they can do.
Yeah, well, they're going to keep going and replace the entire staff because they all sound atrocious now. Especially Marge. Like, poor Marge.
I mean, that's what happens when the show's been on for, 35
like
years?
Like almost more than half their lives?
Hank Azaria is still good, though. Hank Azaria still hits his voices.
Yeah. Which other one? Bring King of the Hill whenever that reboot comes back. I don't think it will anymore because Dale's dead.
I mean, I thought it was supposed to come back shortly.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We still get like a release date.
Well, that means at least they have that new season in the can already, so they could just release it.
Yeah, whenever they feel like it.
And then kill Dale off or just get a new voice actor or something like that. But
yeah, we know because it's not like Boondocks. Like when they found that the granddad died, they're just like, "But no, we can't do this."
Yeah, that's different completely.
Yeah. No, that I understand. Because you cannot have it without granddad.
Mm-hmm.
But
that makes sense because what Simpsons started on the Tracy Ullman show as like a skit, and then it became its own TV show in '89 or '90, somewhere around there. So it's been around a while. And unlike South Park, it doesn't go with the current events to just kind of make storyline off of. They try to make a world and a contiguous storyline.
But now it's like more or less like repeats of what they've done, but it's a different twist.
Yeah, they just change the generation of the lingo and all that other stuff.
Or it happens to this character now. It happened to this person long ago, but now it's this one.
Yeah, it's like, this is the same episode as like 20 years ago. Shut up. We're out of ideas. Okay.
Yes. Is Tracy Ullman bitter about that?
That's an interesting question. I don't think I've heard anything negative from Tracy Ullman about it.
No. Yeah, well, we'll look into that later, maybe.
Yeah, that's a research project.
Yeah, anything other than Impact.
Yeah, we're definitely dancing around the subject this time because, some weeks, especially lately, we say this show hasn't been that good. but like at least it's mediocre. At least there's bright spots. This, no,
This was not.
this was bad. This is bad from bell to bell. Ugh.
And they made it worse with after the main event. I'm like, you know why? Why? But as we were saying about these Pokemon leaks, Game Freak. First we got some cool sprites like betas and all this. Like the Blaziken looked pretty badass.
Oh, that Latios version. Yeah.
I was like, you know what? No, I that would have been cool to have. And all of a sudden, here's some fanfic the staff from Game Freak or Pokemon Company wrote.
That's
One
legitimate lore.
Yeah, one that involved the Slack King, a Lapras, a Rapidash. We knew about Vaporeon. We knew about Hypno.
Yeah, that made it into the final stuff for children right there.
Yes. And those clips were around too. They're like, how this is our clue, guys. It's like, no, you should not. That should not be viewed.
Hey, I do like how it started that meme with the clip from one of the Pokemon seasons with the Typhlosion. And like the girl on the couch and the guy and the Typhlosion just kind of looks over his shoulder and has like a creepy grin on his face. It's like, okay, Typhlosion, stop it. Stop it. We see where you're going with this now. Yeah, it's weird.
And it's not the regular Typhlosion, it's the Hisuian one, the older one.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? They made him like a fucking lolly connoisseur. So no.
It's Japan. What do you expect, man?
I know. And now the Jonah one's like that. Now my name will never be cleared. Thanks, Grandpa.
I mean, it's part of the lineage now. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So no one will look at Typhlosion the same way again.
See, we just have to make a whole fan game and just rebuild Typhlosion's reputation from the ground up.
Yes.
Yes,
the apology tour.
Yeah. Typhlosion's apology tour.
Yes. There we go. This is how we can do it.
Every city you go to, he has to apologize to the gym leader first.
Yes. And they don't believe in you, you challenge them to a battle. If you win, they forgive you automatically.
Oh, so it has to be like a difficulty hack too, where like the fights can't be easy. So like it's got to be hard, where like you have screen setters and baton passes and trick room bullshit, and you're just like, oh no, how's Typhlosion gonna win this one?
Yeah, and the opponents have abilities while you're just in the Gen 2 stage, so with no abilities. Intimidate.
No nature, no abilities. Yeah. You're just screwed.
And you're only the Gen 2 move pool, so no like Thunder Punch or anything like that.
That also means you only get like one move every like 19 fucking levels.
Yeah, so the move pool would be Flamethrower, Flame Wheel, Quick Attack, and maybe Dig.
Good old Ember by the time you're 19, and then it's like, you've smokescreen, fuck you. Like,
why would you do that?
Who invented the move pools for Gen 2? They need to be shot in the foot.
Yes. That. And they couldn't get the cool shit till it evolves.
And it still takes too damn long.
Yeah.
And it's like Flame Wheel is like, what, 32? Or after it evolves to Typhlosion at 36 or some shit?
What the fuck are you gonna do with Swift?
Hey, it never misses.
I know, but why?
But if they fly or if they dig, you do your damage. You're good. It never misses. You don't understand.
But it's like 50.
But it never misses.
It don't matter though. It's like, okay, he could do this while the guy's like, it has dig, and it's dig, your weakness. Boom.
But it's like hit or miss, but it never misses. So there you
go. Good for you, Brent. Good for you.
I don't know.
Let's get to this.
Why? Starting their tag league?
Yeah, that you're right. I saw the thing you sent me with the idol killers.
Thekla's hilarious. Come on.
Yeah, no, I know. I loved it.
I like how she just like still injured, and this isn't gonna drink itself or some shit like that. She's like, "Fuck you." But Azumi and fucking Starlight are being adorable, and that's fantastic.
Right. No, that's
Fucking
always
what? Micah and Kamitani, I think, are a team.
Right. Yeah.
And who the fuck is Tam teamed with? Did you notice? Because I know she made some goofball fucking name that's like it's like reading a fucking manga title now, where it's like that one time I got trapped in the library because I lost my shoe and my girlfriend took my dog home and I had to eat the sandwich. Like it's
Sayaka Kurara.
Bless you.
Yes. Well, you'll do that and clean it up.
Exactly. It's like I didn't give you permission to do that here.
Well, that's our partner for the Cosmic Angels.
Okay, so that makes me glad that I didn't realize who it was, because I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is. Don't care.
Yeah. You got Hate, you got Gaze, EXV.
It's two versions of Hate, because it's Micah and Kamitani, and then it's Momo and Thekla, isn't it?
It's Saya, Kamitani, and Konami.
Oh, it's Konami and Saya. Okay.
And then Natsuko Tora Ruka.
Okay.
And on the blue block, it's Rina and Azusa. Medusa.
I mean, Rina and Hina and Hanan have come pretty far.
Since
their baby days, so...
Yes, they're judo brown belts.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I don't know that. I think they've done some type of martial arts.
I mean, okay, everybody does martial arts. That's PE in Japanese schools. So like everybody does judo.
You do that when you're 2.
You do judo up until at least like high school, then you figure it out.
Yeah. Then you might do MMA. You might do the taekwondo.
Maybe you do archery instead. I don't know. But
right.
I don't know. Azumi and Starlight are looking fun because it's nice to see them on the same page for a change.
And this
Husky pissing off Starlight was kind of interesting because she took her mask. Did you see those clips?
Yeah, I did. I also, is this going to happen? Will this finally happen?
You mean Starlight taking the mask off?
Yep.
No, that can't happen.
Keep the mask on.
It makes her unique.
Yes.
Like we've seen plenty of pictures where she blurs out like her nose and her mouth, or like puts like a little heart sticker over top of it, or has the towel over her face when she has to cut the promo after the fact. She's pretty, but who needs another pretty Joshi girl? Like what the fuck? Like they're a dime fucking dozen.
Well, Rossi Ogawa always does.
Well, she's not a marigold right now, and she might be a little too old at this point. Didn't Rossi want him like 13 to 20?
Yeah, pretty much.
Azumi and Starlight have aged out. They're like the Leonardo DiCaprio situation.
Yes.
It's just like, oh, you can drink in America? Go away. You're too old for me. Go away.
Yes.
I was like, ew, Rossi, you.
Gross.
Is your favorite Pokemon Typhlosion, Rossi?
Yeah, I'm sure that was a starter.
Yeah, it probably was. He lives in Gen 2 right now.
he's like, hold on, he might be on to something.
He's like, let me queue up an emulator real quick. Back to New Barktown we go. It's like, stop it. Start Totodile. Totodile he's innocent. He's a wonderful boy. No one has bad stories about Totodile. Like Totodile and Fuecoco are the perfect like little alligator, no brain, head empty, no thoughts kind of characters.
Yeah, I named mine Elton John.
Which one, Fuecoco?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Crocodile Rock.
That works. I was gonna say, you could have also named Quaxley Elton John too, especially for Evolution.
I named Quaxley Josuke.
Which that worked up until he evolved. So you never evolved that Quaxley, did you? You pulled an Ash Ketchum.
No, it stayed Quaxley.
You're just like, I've seen what you evolve into. No.
Yes. No, I don't. You're not gonna be fucking Eddie Gordo or whatever. Yeah, let's
No!
I
There
know.
has to be other things to talk about.
Yes. Joe Koff died. There you go. Show's over.
That's how the show starts. That means you're starting the show. Stop it.
Well, this was where it ended for me.
this was the highlight. Wait, that's dark. Let's not bring that up.
He didn't die.
Oh. At least it's better than that One Direction guy. You could be like, do a flip.
No, aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I sent that to you.
I died. My God, this is incredible.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't.
We'll give a shout out to two people in the TNA Hall of Fame. Cop out, Rhino and Bob Ryder.
Okay, well that's good at least, you know.
And before people go, who's Bob Ryder? He was one of the co-founders of TNA. He used to be a journalist.
He was very integral in TNA operations during the heyday and even during the resurgence a bit.
Yeah. Of course, Rhino's been there for quite some time. This is thank you for your loyalty type of thing.
Well, he is a former TNA champion, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we thought that company was gonna die because once he wins the world title, that's it. It's over.
It was close, probably.
It's like quick, you gotta get back to Jeff Jarrett right now.
Well, it was still the NWA TNA one, so technically he sort of killed NWA off for a little bit.
Yeah, it just took a year later for NWA to go, hey, we don't want.
See, there we go.
Yeah, that one was the waiting game, while ECW was okay. That's it.
Well, not everybody can be the franchise and birth a nation. You know what I mean?
No, that's true. That's very true.
No, you're going to talk about the show.
We do.
No, what about Shinsuke? Did you mention Shinsuke's match? We talked about Shinsuke last week.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be in Noah.
Against Oka Sasaki, I think his name. Former UFC guy.
You're gonna make me look again.
I thought you had it pulled up. We talked about this. We talked about this.
I thought we talked about it. Yeah. Oka Sasaki.
Yeah. Could be interesting. You know, Shinsuke's got his MMA background. He's, known striker. And we talked about him last week just being off surfing and not really doing much in WWE. So it's nice that he's just the Japanese spokesperson for WWE.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If AJ's not there, it's Shinsuke. Or
see, Ariana Grace is the liaison to TNA. Shinsuke is the liaison to Japan. That's how that works.
Yeah, and then we got fucking Josh Barner tapping out at that show to Funaki.
I don't love that.
I was like, I was like, okay, surprised he taps, but okay, sure, why not? Let's go, roll with it.
To Funaki?
Yeah. Wasn't Funaki in his retirement tour, or was that? That's Saito. That's Saito.
Yeah, that's Saito.
Congrats to Zack Sabre Jr. winning the IWGP belts.
We called that. We knew that was going to happen. It was obvious.
It had to happen.
I had to.
But now, who do you give him in Wrestle Kingdom? Who do you got? The Shingo, really, right?
I mean, he is kind of a good fill-in-the-blank kind of guy.
Yeah, I think he's the only one unless Yoda gets a rematch.
Yoda could. Could they angle Sonata in there? Sonata and Sabre have a very long history of matches that are pretty good.
But unfortunately, he's getting a title shot at Royal Quest.
No, why are they doing it then? No.
They were going to fight there, but they said, if Zack wins the belt, it's for the title.
I
Yeah,
feel like that's shooting their load a little early.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been a good way to get people's opinion back positive on Sonata if it was Wrestle Kingdom they did it for.
Yeah, but unfortunately they're not doing that. So I think Shota is the next challenger at Power Struggle. He's getting booze. He's getting booze.
Well, that's good.
Because they're like, we're not buying you. You look like
You know, maybe it'll
Tanahashi
just
and
be
you're trained by Mox.
maybe it'll just be like a champion versus champion thing. You
With
know,
Mox?
Mox, or maybe if Hendry wins at Bound for Glory.
I was like, do you really want two white guys in your main event in Tokyo Dome?
When was the last time New Japan was relevant?
I mean, fair, but you gotta keep some value.
And look how their value has sunk.
I know.
They put too much stock in the white people, and they overlook
And
their
left.
own people,
And the white people left.
as white people do. Like,
Yeah, all the guys.
we show up somewhere, we fuck it up, and we leave.
Yes. And their one and only cash cow is gone.
Exactly. Calling people a bitch.
Yeah, that, and the other one is nearly crippled. And the other one is retiring next year.
I was gonna say, which one's crippled until you said the other one's retiring. I'm like, that's who you meant. Because I'm just like, Tanahashi's nearly crippled too. So I'm like,
one has bad knees and bad eyes, and the other one is just faded away to the sunset.
I mean, it's his back. You know, it's always been like his back and his knees and all that other stuff. So
Oh, for Naito or
for Tanahashi,
yeah,
ever since Tanahashi stabbed, like, you know,
that's what made him the biggest babyface.
he was. But I mean, even back when Tanahashi was still going strong with like his 6th, 7th, and 8th title reigns, like, people said he was limping and he wasn't in great health back in the back, but then he just kind of psychs himself up and gets through it in the match.
Yeah, and when the only time he had it, he was out with an injury, they're like, hey, actually heal, get surgery. He's like, you have a torn bicep. Heal, like, nah, I'm going to do natural shit.
Yeah. No. New Japan needs me. He's like, my people need me. I'm off.
He's like, I'll let it heal naturally. Band-Aid.
Yeah. It's like, what do you mean? I'll just put some Robitussin on it. You are not Chris Rock. Stop it.
Yes,
And how are Japan doesn't understand Robitussin. They can't even say Robitussin. It's got an R in it.
Robitussin.
Robitussin. Yes.
Yeah. Like, what do you have? Like, what did you substitute that? Yeah, it's called Get Back to Work.
You are late for work again. I was dying. Bad excuse.
Are you coming in to work? That's the antidote. Are you coming to work?
I was stabbed. Okay, I give you 15 extra minutes.
I extend your lunch break for 5 more minutes. You have to come back, but you have to come in.
You can get one more Yoo-hoo out of the vending machine.
at a discounted price.
At a discount, yes, of course. We take care of you, my boy, at a discount.
But it says $2.50. What do I get? $2.
Ooh. You keep your 50. Keep the change, you filthy animal, just like a Macaulay Culkin say. See? I'm funny.
Oh my god. Any other news that happened? Oh, Ichikawa, Stalker Ichikawa is going to have the best match. The match of the year against Sub Matsumoto in Dragon Gate.
That will probably be a fun fucking match, though.
Yes. The rematch. He'll get revenge, hopefully.
He won't get revenge.
I know.
She will kill him.
Good. Let him die.
See, now the fun thing could be is if they have, like, if Bull is there, and they do a little bit of an Atrocious Alliance kind of callback.
Yeah.
Because of the show, because of all that other stuff. I know Bull hasn't wrestled in a while, but she could put on the makeup one more time.
Yeah, no, definitely should do it one more time.
Or if Dump actually retired anytime soon, then I think Bull should definitely show up for something.
Right. Okay.
No, fuck.
Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
You can. I don't wanna. I had to watch it.
Our first match.
Oh. Can I just pick the poison?
Yes.
Give me the poison.
Right. The poison. Cusco. The poison is for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Yeah, I need cyanide right now. This was a fucking awful match.
Yeah.
There was no pacing to this match. It was terrible.
Yeah, this is a no disqualification.
Of course it is, because Rhino's involved.
Yeah, this is who Matt Cardona picked to be PCO's opponent. You must have your best friend.
Yep.
If you want the Mangekyo Sharingan, you must kill your best friend.
Okay, Itachi, calm down.
Yes. This was wrong.
It was terrible.
I owe Khan an apology.
No, you don't.
You're right. You're right.
This is just a bad paced rush job of a match. Like, there was a lariat to the outside, a punch, and then fucking Rhino starts looking for fucking chairs.
Yep.
And it's like there was literally no beating the person up to make sense to look for weapons. It was just get through this spot, look for weapons, get through the spot, look for a weapon, get through the spot, look for a weapon. It was stupid. It was like some Bush League fucking like amateur new to the business kind of shit. And coming from these two that have been in the business for like what, combined 50 years or some shit like that, it was embarrassing to watch.
But we won't hold your breath because PCO won with, of course, his PCO assault.
It hit this time.
Yeah, he hit it. He did hit it.
He didn't halfway hit it. He didn't hit like a backflip headbutt. He actually hit it pretty flush. So good for him.
Goody for him. Oh joy, oh bliss.
I guess the only highlight from this match was the fact that the fans were chanting gore, and instead Rhino went for the table. So when the fans don't chant for table, Rhino get table. When fans chant for table, Rhino cried gore.
Rhino get table.
Rhino like Pokemon who doesn't listen because you don't have enough badges. He's just like, you want gore? No, table.
but table.
All right, now gore up to the table.
No,
I miss. Fuck. Okay.
He missed. What do you want me to do? Got hit with recoil damage.
It's only 90% accuracy. I'm sorry, or we're gonna use Gen 1 mechanics where it misses like 1 every 256 times or some shit like that. But it's 100% accuracy. Gen 1 coding is bad.
Yes.
Fuck. See, we can equate all of this to Pokemon to make it more fun. There we go. Let's keep this up.
There we go.
Okay.
Moving on, our latest fucking Pokemon trainer, the Pokemon League champion, Nick Nemeth, wants to be a fighting champion. Wants to be a fighting champion. Because, he's a fighting champion. He wanted to defend his belt against Matt Cardona because, he's a fighting champion.
Because he's a cool trainer. And he wants to be the very best. He even talks like a Pokemon champion.
Yes. But then he was like, oh, but Santana told me no. And I said, that's bullshit because I'm a fighting champion. I'll fight at any time, anywhere. But you know what? I said, fine. I understand. So because I'm a fighting champion, if I win against Joe Hendry, I'm going to defend my belt against Matt Cardona in a rematch because, a fighting champion. I am... Were you aware that I was a fighting champion? No, you did. Well, I'm going to let you know again. I am a fighting champion. Did I get it right?
Are you a fighting champion?
No, absolutely not.
No, okay. I was checking. That's all. It wasn't clear enough. I had to just ask one more time.
Did I get his promo right? Did I convey or did I miss a few fighting champions?
You forgot to be a little rapey.
He's Typhlosion.
Typhlosion's his ace. He's the champion, and he's using a Typhlosion as his ace.
and he's a slacking.
He's not that lazy. He's more of a Vigoroth. You know he is.
You're right. PCO is slacking.
That's probably accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine a slacking doing a PCO assault? You would die.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Snorlax, you're dead.
It's like takes there, dies, no miss. No miss.
It's just like I can only do it once every other move because of Truant, but when it hits, you die. Fuck.
But while the Pokemon trainer is ready to be a fighting champion for his main event tonight, because he's a fighting champion, as a fighting champion has to get ready pre-game as a fighting champion.
Yeah.
I can't keep doing this. I can't do this.
Hopefully, neither can he, and he loses in 9 days.
I can't do it anymore. I can't do this anymore.
The lithium crystals need more power, Captain. I can't do it.
Can't take it anymore, Captain. I just can't do it. I just can't.
God damn it, man! I'm a doctor. What do you expect?
I'm a fighting champion, not a...
I'm a fighting champion, not a doctor, man. What the fuck are you talking about, Bones? You remember, like Spock says, live long and being a fighting champion, you know?
How can I forget that famous quote?
Yeah.
Boy. The next match.
It doesn't really count.
Ash by Elegance against Brindley Reese.
The fuck is a Brindley?
What in the cracky fuck is a Brindley Reese? She is a Wii Fit trainer gimmick.
She is Dana Brooke's old WWE gimmick, just repackaged.
Like, we're gonna do, like, say she's like a... What you call it? An outrunner? Like one of those... Where that fucking AW tag team is? The 80s, the goofy shit.
I know who you're talking about. I think they are called, like, the Outrunners or whatever the fuck
and now FTR is doing goofy shit with them. Oh, I thought you didn't want to do that because Vinnie Mac said you had to.
Well, they're not shaving asses and looking for cream, so that it's okay.
Not yet. That
Never
could happen. Pay Dax enough money. He'll say anything Tony wants him to.
You know, probably. They have become kind of shills, so...
I don't know.
It's embarrassing. They used to be really... They used to be the best tag team in the game, and now they're just kind of pathetic.
And now their thing is completely recycled. It's, we're the greatest tag team. New challenger approaches. Dax loses a singles match. FTR, 75% of the time, wins the blow-up match. We're the greatest tag team in the world. Rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm.
And Cash is just like, what gun? And he finally goes to court. Oh, that gun.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Yeah, I got turned off. They had one of the best matches with Juice and Jay, and then after that, it's just...
Here's the quick take. What is the most embarrassing thing that the Cons own, AEW or the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Well, the Jaguars were always a joke, so...
So does that make them less embarrassing because you expect failure?
Yeah.
Or more embarrassing?
Because, it's like the Miami Dolphins, of course. Of course they lost, or of course they have the shittiest team.
Or of course their quarterback went into concussion protocol for sneezing too hard, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you expected it. And this one's like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna beat Raw, it's gonna be the best thing ever. It's like, sure, I believe you. Then they lost the book. Tony had the book.
Tony never had the book because he never knew where the fuck it was. He had the pen, but he didn't have the book. That's what that one was.
No, Cody took the book with him.
Like, Cody was the only one that could write. That was the problem. He's the only literate one in that whole fucking group.
While ending racism by beating up a UK guy, Spanish guy.
He is Cody Raheem Rhodes. We've been over this.
Yes.
We all have seen this video.
It's like, what does this have to do with America and UK? It's like, don't worry about it. I'll make it work.
Man, Cody.
I ended racism, but how's this racist? You don't worry about it.
If you don't understand,
I ended it.
But if you don't understand, it's because you're not educated enough to know why you're wrong.
You don't understand the book of science.
You know how some people play 4D chess? Cody Rhodes plays 5D chess. That's how he ended racism.
The 5D Chinese checkers.
He plays 6D Go. That's how it is. Try to find somebody who in the West who knows how to play Go, aside from us, probably. I do. I assume you do.
Assuming I know how to play Go.
I do.
I play Go Fish, damn it.
With how much of a weeb you are, you don't know how to play Go? Go is such a better game than like checkers, and it's on par with chess. Shogi I've never touched, because Shogi is just like more on
Shogi. Yeah,
chess.
Shogi. But no, I have not played Go.
Really?
I know no one had it for me to play.
Go is fun because Go is more of a battle for space than like a memorize what the positions do. It's just using the stones to create space and to capture space away from your opponent. So it's all strategy and placement of where you go on the board.
But yeah, I got maybe if I find a random shirt, say, hey, teach me Go real quick.
You should.
Yeah.
You were in Japan. How did you miss that?
I was dying from COVID.
That Tanahashi can't use that as an excuse. Neither can you. We were over this. You get 15 extra minutes, and you get a discounted Yoo-Hoo from the vending machine. Okay? That's all you get.
Well, this was before it was called COVID. No one knew what it was.
Oh, patient zero. Sorry, patient zero.
Exactly. I beat Hitler's kill count. Damn it!
You were the fucking hipster of COVID. That's what you're the COVID hipster because you're just like I was the first one to have it, then everyone else bit my style.
And then I beat his kill count. Put some respect on my fucking name.
That's a hell of a way to put it.
Yeah. Like I am technically worse than him.
Well, you said it. I didn't.
Like, where's my trophy? Damn it, man.
I don't know. Did they have the genocide awards for 2020? I don't know. I think we missed that one.
It's somewhere. It got lost in the mail for me.
The mail was all backed up during COVID, so that makes sense.
I know.
Your trophy is somewhere in a warehouse. That's what it is.
Yeah, and they just forgot all about it.
Yeah. It's like a statute of limitations on the fucking distribution center. Like, that's all it is. They're just like, he was supposed to get this like 4 years ago. He doesn't want it. Just put it on the top shelf. We're good.
What'd you call it? The Wii Fit trainer lost to Ash.
Of course she did.
And so because of that, it's just...
This match fell super flat for me.
And fucking WrestleZone gave it a B-.
What?
Yes.
Are they retarded?
I'm looking at the grade.
I think they're retarded.
You gotta be PC.
No, I don't.
Happily challenged.
This isn't the Performance Center. Ouellette already, he was on. I don't have to be PC or PCO. Like, B-? It was a terrible, useless match. You had a comedy match.
Coming out to make the save.
Well, it's Zaya, because Zaya's adorable. But, like, you had a comedy match with someone who nobody knows their fucking personality. Yeah. So it was literally just Ash overacting and doing campy bullshit. And suffering for it because she's a
Yeah.
heel, so she'd of course get
Yeah,
caught doing stupid shit.
Yeah, I'm officially over Ash.
I'm
like, I'm done. I'm sorry. I can't do this.
I don't mind the gimmick still, but they don't put her with anybody that can work the gimmick anymore. Like, Zaya could. Zaya has. Like, I like the fact that there's that thread, but there's no Giselle. There's no Jordynne. Like, Ash and Jordynne was really good when they had that angle. Like, even their matches were really good.
Right.
But now they're putting her with a bunch of nobodies. So, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think they know what the fuck to do with Ash, and they're trying to get the comedy spot over.
And they're trying so hard to, like, almost over-push her or get her overexposed.
In a comedic way.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't like this.
No, the Knockouts division isn't in a great spot. Like, let's be honest. It's Jordynne, Masha, and who? When it comes to legitimate female wrestlers that aren't in stupid tag teams.
Yeah. Well, and unfortunately, we got a tag team vignette with Rosemary and Cuckoo.
See, that's why I said what I said, because I'm just like, well, there's stupid tag team gimmick shit. Because you know how much I love Danny Jordynne, and I know you're big on Rosemary, and we both think that she got kind of passed over and rushed.
Yeah, like what the fuck.
But
they better win this match.
Yes. I mean, that would be historic anyway.
Like an NXT and a TNA person sharing the belt.
Yeah, or just someone signed under WWE holding a TNA belt at the time.
Yep.
I would be okay with seeing that, especially because I don't want the TNA Knockouts division tag to last anymore.
Like ever.
Like, no more. Kill it.
Forever.
Here's how you kill it. You have the Demons win. Then you have them defend it on NXT against whoever the fuck has the WWE one.
Belts.
Well, aren't the NXT women's tag belts gone too?
Oh yeah, so they'll basically take it and then drop to Jade and Bianca.
Yeah. And then they combine that, and they can combine all the shitty tag belts under that WWE one.
Yep.
Just to get rid of it. I want to get rid of it. I don't want that belt to exist anymore.
Just throw it in the trash like a normal human being.
Everybody can't be Medusa or Alundra Blaze, whatever you want to call her.
Medusa.
Medusa, made in the USA. I'm like, it's corny, but it works. Yeah. It's so 90s, it works. Yeah. It's so 90s, it works, pal. Good job. Made in the USA as a female name. I like it. Now, what's she gonna do to be big? Real big, bub. Throw a trash can. Throw a belt in the trash? Oh, nice. She put my belt in the trash can.
I'm gonna give her the Roman Reigns dildo.
But we don't even know who Roman Reigns is at this time.
Don't worry about it. You're gonna love her in 20 years.
I'm sitting on this name for 20 years until Samoan kid comes up. What the fuck? Why did you pronounce it that way too? How racist are you?
I almost named the Rock. Rocky Reigns.
But then he wanted Maya Villa, and I'm like, I'll save Reigns for later. We tried to put it on some white dude named Luther. It didn't work.
Yeah, pretty much.
You forgot about him for a second, didn't you?
Well, now we know he's either going to make a comeback or he's going to be dead in a week.
Oh fuck! Okay. It's either The Rock or Luther Reigns that we fucked over right now. We're gonna find out.
Can he be both?
The Rock gets a good pop. Like, there's nothing wrong with the final boss thing.
I know, but also I would like him to shut up and go away at the same time.
But if he shows up, then maybe Solo Sikoa and the Rogue Bloodline will go away, because they, like we talked about a few weeks ago, like, they don't really have a lot left to do. So
yeah, after War Games, that better be it.
Yeah, unless like The Rock takes over to feud with Roman, just to kind of get that finalized at WrestleMania with a Rock versus Roman thing, I'd be fine with that. You know what I mean?
moving on.
I was trying to think of something more interesting to talk about.
The X Division Championship, Speedball Mike Bailey and Leon Slater. It's a spot fest.
It is. It's too many cooperative moves. And okay, explain to me this. When did Bailey ever, like, go after the hammerlock? Like, is he Kushida all of a sudden now?
I don't know.
Because they did this stupid thing that I hate in all indie cruiserweight matches, where they did that simultaneous dropkick spot, which I think is terrible, because everybody's done that for the last, like, 5 fucking years. It looks stupid. It looks too choreographed. And then you get up, you stare at each other, and then somebody immediately grabs a hold and changes the fact that you are, like, a stalemate and countering each other and rope running and flippy-dippy bullshit.
That's wrestling now.
It's not. It's garbage.
Get with the times, old
It's
man.
garbage.
I know it is.
And then grabbing a hammerlock for no reason, especially when fucking Slater's finishing move is a Swanton 450. He doesn't use his arms for that.
No.
If he didn't choose to do, like, back handsprings and lethal injection type moves, he wouldn't have needed his arm, really, in this entire match.
Yeah.
And it didn't come into play for the finish.
And now we know. Good to know it. You need a flamingo driver against this up-and-coming guy, no ultimate weapon. You have to use your flamingo on him.
Well, he used the ultimate weapon into the flamingo.
Right, but you couldn't just pin him with just the Ultima?
He was making a point, I guess. He was
but
trying to put the guy over.
For who?
Well, because he used the flamingo driver to beat Wentz. So I guess he was trying to get the flamingo driver over as his new finish.
Or just use it more often. So just...
True, maybe. And then what? The payoff for the hammerlock was, like, he did some kind of, like, hammerlock camel clutch face lock thing.
Yeah, like why make him tap if he didn't work on the arm either that much? But
Vikingo is challenging for the title now, so, like,
that I'm looking forward to. There's not this, like, there's not this match. Like, out of what we got for the past 45 minutes, like, you know what? Fine, I'll take it. I'll take this over the PCO. I'll take this over the Ash.
I suppose low bar, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Like, fine, sure. I got what I wanted, but fuck. Not like an hour into the show.
Yeah, an hour into the show, something finally happened. It still wasn't great.
Yep. But good for Vikingo. Let's see how that goes.
I think they have to give him the belt, though.
Vikingo?
Yeah, because, well, they made a big deal, Scott did, about signing the working contract relationship, whatever the fuck you want to call it, with AAA at Hard to Kill. And then Vikingo got hurt at Hard to Kill, if I remember correctly. So he didn't continue.
I thought it was after that.
Or around that time. You know, like, around that time he got hurt, so he couldn't come back because he was in the fucking Ultimate X match or some kind of X division match. I forget what the fuck was in Hard to Kill. Then we didn't see
it was him, Kushida, and Saban.
Then we didn't see anything else until fucking Fabi Apache on a pre-show for, I think, Slammiversary.
Or before that, I'm not sure.
It was Emergence, Slammiversary against Allah, somewhere around there. And now we're seeing Vikingo again. So if you want to validate the relationship, I feel like you need to give him the title.
But on the TNA website, it's official. Spitfire against Rosemary Wendy Chu at Bound for Glory.
Mm-hmm.
Not pre-show, main show.
We don't know that yet. Card subject to change.
Card subject to change this. Well, Gresham could be pre-show again.
Gresham would have to show up for build, though.
Yeah.
Or he'll just be thrown into something.
Hakushida.
Yeah, what about Kushida? Where the fuck is Kushida?
Yeah, I thought he was on a roll, and then they just... Oh, no, well... No, that's right, he was in New Japan. He won the junior tag belts again.
So he literally just... It was a scheduling issue.
Yeah.
They did all this shit to build him up a bit, and then it was just a scheduling issue?
Yep.
That's inane. And then you gotta wonder what the fuck they're doing with Xia Li.
Yeah, she didn't show up again.
Well, and yeah, she didn't show up today, so unless they're just gonna throw her into like the Bound for Glory gauntlet fucking thing.
Or wait till after.
I hope they wait till after, because that would be a shitty like second match when you're just debuting somebody. And you throw them into some kind of gauntlet garbage match.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to get rid of them.
Unless she wins, then it'd be fine.
But there's no way she's winning.
Depends on who's in it.
Well, it's not Kazarian anymore, apparently.
I mean, according to Santino, he was in. So that's probably going to be the rub. Something's going to happen during the gauntlet, and then it's going to affect something he does for the main event. Or maybe he won't be able to like show up to start it because he's injured. So, but then he'll like have to come in and be like, "No, I'm supposed to be here." So tells the other ref to go away, or like reverses the decision, or some shit like that.
Right.
Think of something really bad, really 70s, 80s, carny fucking wrestling, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't doubt them.
I'm not a fan of Kaz being involved in the main event.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. Real quick, ABC and the Hard Boys are in the back. Like, oh, this could be our last TLC. Oh, I'm sorry, Full Metal Mayhem. And ABC's like, oh, well, the Machine Guns didn't want to pass the torch on the way out, so they took it. So we gotta do it again. We will. They shake hands, and fucking Ace Austin left Matt Hardy hanging after.
No. He didn't.
Well, it took him a bit.
Yeah, he shook Bay's hand, and then Hardy put his hand out, but then Ace went behind Bay to go to Matt. And
I was like, they should have kept like just leave him hanging. Like yeah, fuck.
It would have been funny, but they're supposed to both be faces because they have a garbage 8-man next week that no one's gonna care about, but the crowd's gonna pop because the Hardys are involved.
Well, speaking of not caring, our boy Steve Maclin speaks, and he calls out Josh Alexander and his crew, whatever you want to call them, the Northern Armory.
Correct.
Well, guess who was? You're a scumbag. It's like, I'm no chicken, you're a turkey.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. Like Alexander was this close to being like, "I'm rubber, you're glue. What you say to me bounces off me, sticks to you," kind of thing.
Yep. Then Maclin's at the Armory, and then he gets jumped, gets hit with the C4 spike, and it's announced that it'll be Maclin and Alexander at Bound for Glory.
Sure. Macklin's gonna win that probably.
Should.
Because the fucking jabroni boys are probably gonna try to get involved, but that's gonna be EY's miraculous return from, the fucking ankle shatter fucking beatdown from last week type thing.
And then
or maybe somebody else. Maybe Gunner comes back because you love Gunner so much.
Oh, the anti-vaxxer or whatever?
I know, but at least it's a Forgotten Sons reference, and Gunner was TNA first before he was NXT, so.
Yeah, and I remember when he had potential.
In TNA?
Yeah.
Then he started talking politics, and you're just like, oh, you're one of them. Go away.
Yeah.
Go away.
what about my teammates? They're forgotten.
And you should be too.
Like him and fucking, what was that guy that had potential? Jesse Goddard, and then who knows what happened to him?
Oh, from TNA?
Yeah.
Goddard's was always a body guy. I don't really think he had much potential. Robbie was too gimmicky.
There was a time he had so much momentum, and then once that happened, they were like, you know what? We changed our minds.
You could say the same thing about Matt Morgan.
Yeah, that one they definitely dropped the ball on.
Yeah, even though I think we can all agree Morgan didn't cut the best promos, he was still imposing enough, and you can't tell me his theme song wasn't a fucking banger.
It's like he should have won that over Anderson.
I feel like he should have won it. He should have won it earlier than that.
Like, when he was he should have been Angle at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, that's what it should have been. It should have been him going over Angle, and then
maybe eventually go over who was the champion at the time, AJ.
Yeah, AJ or Jarrett or something like that. Yeah.
Instead of RVD.
Yeah, that would have been nice to have, put the strap on Matt Morgan and see how he could do.
They're like, oh shit, he's talking about concussions. You can go.
Too political. Go away.
No, there are no concussions in Boston City.
Yes, correct. Ah, shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah. To the back, we get the call your shot gauntlets. Santino talking to his daughter about it. Man, woman, and child can go in.
That was a good line. I give him that one. And then she's like, children? He goes, if they signed the waiver,
Like, okay, I see you. Then Kaz interrupts. He's being a rude little shit.
Yep.
And gets kicked out. Get out of here.
And then Santino punctuates the situation with the whole, little does he know he is in the gauntlet, but I've got a surprise for him. Dun dun dun. And that was the highlight of the fucking show. Was Santino verbally saying the dun 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 in the fucking segment.
Yeah, and then we find out what that surprise is. Like, you know what, can you take it back?
Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't Santino's doing. Maybe it was somebody else.
We'll see. This match, this could have been a match. Mike Santana and Brian Myers.
I kind of liked the way Santana handled it. It was just the backstage thing I didn't love.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, you know what? I don't feel like wrestling, so...
He just beat the shit out of people with chain. He watched the Queen of Villains and understands a real chain fucking kills people.
Yep.
I give Santana credit. He's a Dump Matsumoto fan.
Good. Yeah, he has taste. We always knew we knew he was the better one of the two, him and Ortiz.
Yeah, I may still ridicule him for needing to fucking change corners to throw a drop kick, but at least he's got taste. So there's that.
Exactly. But he beats up the system until he goes to the back looking for Moose, saying, "Where are you? Let me find you." Then Moose attacks him very awkwardly with a baseball bat.
Yeah. Someone told Moose to swing away, so he just bonks him with the baseball bat, and then fucking Santana's left there writhing, and Moose is just like, "You be careful what you wish for, but," and leaves. It's like, really? One baseball bat shot?
What is this fucking Muppets?
Like, this is dumb. And then he's just like, oh, he's writhing in pain. I'm like, oh, I'm writhing in pain watching this show.
And then our last backstage segment, face to face, Jordynne Grace and Masha Slamovich. It was basically, oh, I respect you, I liked you, I thought we were friends. Like, oh, we are. I can't thank you enough, but I'm gonna win the belts.
Yeah, this is a weird build. This is stupid. This is awkward.
It did feel awkward.
Especially because, Masha just started talking a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, whatever fuck it's been. 3 because of the lost Hurricane Week, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, how dare you not tell people I spoke English?
We have no cachet for Masha as a babyface, so a babyface fucking face-to-face is kind of dumb.
It is.
I did like the fact that they mentioned Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Because that is the best thing that GCW does. And it's, of course you got Cardona, King of the Death matches, blah, blah, blah. But, it was nice that they brought that up.
Right. And then finally our main event. Nick Nemeth, our fighting champion, against King of the Indies, Matt Cardona. It's a match.
It was. Something.
But Nick Nemeth won after... Well, also, Frank Kazarian was on commentary. And Matt Cardona was about to hit his finisher until PCO, his music or lightning came out, and then he was wrecking smash on the security guard. Yes. And because of that, Nemeth was able to hit the danger zone 1, 2, 3, and he couldn't celebrate for long as Kazarian attacks Nemeth. But that didn't last long because Joe Hendry comes in finally to make the save.
Yes, of course he does. You can't
and
go an
Kazarian,
episode without Hendry getting shoehorned in there.
Yep, and then Kazarian's like, the joke's on you. Guess who's the ref, yo?
And he pulls the shirt out of his crotch. It was,
and it's full of crotch right now.
Yeah, sweaty, smelled weird.
Not sponsored by Manscaped or Mando.
Maybe Blue Chew, but that's for different reasons.
He fucked the ref shirt after.
You know when they were saying, when Cody says that referee was trying to fuck on me? He's talking about Kaz.
He took cock sleeve into a whole new meaning.
Oh, good for him, though. You know, if he can hang his shirt off of that, that's something to be, happy about. It doesn't look sad.
And that's the show.
A fucking garbage show.
But we will do some sponsors here. We got first our Mega Star of the Night, powered by the Cold Case Project, wherever you listen to podcasts. We also got comicbookclick.com for all your pop culture social media needs. comicbookclick.com/Dirt Sheet Radio. Cast a major issue show every single Thursday, along with the Delphin Pod, wherever you listen. But powered by Cold Case Project, who is your mega star of the night?
It's got to be our fighting champion.
Typhlosion, I agree.
Great, yes, Typhlosion. That's what we named the show after.
Yeah, exactly. Typhlosion is the mega star of the night.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, we don't need to go any further than that for that one. Now powered by Comic Book Click, our jobber of the night, Leon Slater.
Yeah. I was trying to think of literally anything else, but I'm like, nah.
The Wii Fit. It's either him or the Wii Fit trainers.
Yeah, and I was trying to make an argument for Brinley, aside from the fact that she sounds like fucking Steve Irwin's fucking daughter. That whatever. Wasn't it something like Brinley or the Crocodile Hunter guy's fucking daughter? I thought I started with like a B, and it was like something interesting sounding.
Hold on, let me see what his daughter's name is. What's his family? Bindi.
See? I wasn't that far off.
Bindi Irwin.
Bridley, Bindi, whatever the fuck it is. Like
Brinley
definitely sounds like a Pokemon trainer. See, now she sounds like she'd be a gym leader.
What didn't Jenny do?
Brinley sounds like she would be a Pokemon gym leader. There we go. Gym leader Brinley wants to fight. She sends out Typhlosion.
But segment of the night, powered by Delphin Pods, where we listen to your podcast. What was your segment of the night? Is it Typhlosion?
I want to, but like let's try to keep it on topic-ish. I'll give it to the demons.
Beating up people with the chain.
I was gonna give it to the demons doing stop and go, because that was at least clever.
Red hair, green hair stuff. Go.
It was. I thought it was funny. It's cornball, but whatever.
And finally, our match of the night, powered by monk.com. Use code DSR10 to get 10% off your order. Start your aromatherapy today.
Probably the X Division match. It's not
Yep.
my taste. It was Spot Fest. I thought it was kind of shit, but I know there's a bunch of people that'll think it was awesome. So,
Yep. So go with that. If you like for Spot Fest, it's fine. You knew what you're gonna get, and you knew Leon was not gonna win.
yeah, as long as you don't look for any psychology that makes sense or, moves with space to actually let them resonate.
It's a fun title match to get Leon exposure and Bailey now defense under his belt. That's all it was.
Yeah. More or less, yeah. Which also makes me think that he's losing to Vikingo, so they gave him like a cheap defense, so he wasn't just like 3 weeks, no defenses and a loss. You know what I mean?
But before we get out of here, we are not going to be here next Thursday because I'll be away in Florida, but we will be here for Bound for Glory. So because of this, we are going to do our preview of Bound for Glory right now. We got the Knockouts Tag Title match, Spitfire, and the Real Dolls. Who do you got?
Demons.
Demon Dolls, yep.
Wait, are they actually calling themselves the Death Dolls?
I don't know what they call themselves.
Oh, I thought it'd just be demons, but okay.
I just said Real Dolls because why not?
That was Rosemary and Havoc's team name, was the Death Dolls, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were making a reference. I thought you were actually staying on topic and going for like a deep cut.
I can't stay on topic with this. I can't.
I know, but like this is what happens when I give you slightly too much credit.
Yeah, don't. Like, I don't want it for this.
You don't want the credit. You're like, just fail me. I don't want the extra credit, sir.
Keep your fucking credit. What am I gonna do with it? I don't need this shit, man.
But if you answer this extra question, I can bump you up to a D. No, just fail me. Fuck it.
Like, what do I get? Like, what does this get me? An eraser from the school store? Keep it.
Actually, it's one of those nice mechanical pencils that has the different colors. What? You can't tell me you didn't love those as a kid.
I did.
There we go.
Alrighty, our Monsters Ball with PCO and Cardona. I got Cardona winning.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either, but I have to give a winner. It's like a Step to Lander turning heel.
I guess I'll have, assuming Steph actually stays out for this neck surgery, whatever fuck. PCO is still over with the crowd, so like, I guess PCO.
Are they though?
The crowd pops every time he wins.
Yeah.
It's just, if you think about the ROH title run he had, like, it was a mess, but the crowd was hot every time he did anything.
Anytime he did anything.
Especially because most of the time he'd just miss and nearly kill himself, and everybody'd be like, oh my god, you're old as fuck and you're taking bumps that are crazy. This is great! They just want people to die. That's what it is. It's just bloodthirsty crowd wants to see somebody die, and PCO is the closest we're going to get to that.
Right.
So until he actually kills himself doing a move, like, the crowd's going to be hot for his gimmick.
So you got PCO winning?
Sadly, and that's only because I don't think Cardona's sticking around. This feels like a part-time pop-in, and then maybe back to WWE.
Eventually, if he ever answers his phone.
Hey, he could line himself up for the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean?
Yep. Josh Alexander and Steve Maclin. I got Maclin winning. I don't think Josh needs it.
Yeah, Josh doesn't need it.
Yeah, because he's won so many fucking times. Like,
he's powdered from a fucking Avalanche Nightmare Pendulum and won that fucking match. Still mad about that.
I don't forgive him for that, no.
He will never be forgiven for that. Fucking Hammerstone's like...
Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Vikingo for the X Division.
Vikingo wins.
I'm going to go with my gut and say Bailey retains.
That's fine.
I would like to see Vikingo win the belts.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's probably not going to happen. Like, I have that gut feeling.
The only thing that's pushing me to that is the fact that I've said this with like almost every division except the heavyweight main event, but like the X Division's kind of weak right now.
Yeah,
You
very,
get a
very.
bunch of tag teams, so that's awkward. Wentz is doing his NXT thing. Trey is hurt for who knows how long. Casey Navarro tag team. Rich Swann doesn't exist. we don't talk about him. It's like
Rohit Raju's gone.
correct, and it's like I get it. It's no limits, but like Jake and Hammerstone were doing like big meaty man slapping meat things.
Yeah. You know, I'm kind of glad that we still did not get our Hammerstone and Dieter match.
We're gonna get that at the pre-show. Watch.
Oh my fucking god!
Diener's gonna come out and be like, "The people wanted me to do something," and then Hammerstone's gonna have to fucking murder him on the countdown.
Live murder. If he murders him, I will give it a 5 stars.
So will I. Fuck, I'll break my own scale and give it 6, just because it's like he finally did God's work.
Ooh, big spender.
I mean that's God's work. I gotta reward God's work.
But
actually, that does make me wonder because I think Hammerstone posted on the Twix about going to like being on his first Bound for Glory, and we don't know for what.
Right.
It could be murder, or it could just be the gauntlet match. But like, it could be murder.
It could be murder.
I hope it's murder and not just the gauntlet.
But do you?
We're murdered during the gauntlet. Yes.
Yes, there we go.
I figured it out.
First entry.
Yes. First entry, Diener, because it's what the people wanted. Second entry, Hammerstone. Oh,
Yeah. He just destroys him until the next person comes out.
And then he throws him at the next person.
Yeah.
Elimination bow.
Do you see any surprises?
Define surprise.
Do you see an NXT guy showing up?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know which one?
Probably
someone important or someone who no one gives a shit about?
I would like to see one that's marginally important, like maybe like a Charlie Dempsey. But then like maybe somebody else from fucking the Tony D'Angelo family, or
like Stax, or
or another Chase U guy, or
Rich Holland, or
the other dude from Metaphor.
I forgot his name. He has a weird name.
Yeah, but
or
I'm just that Pillman Jr. would be nice, but like I'm just starting to kind of get back into NXT, so I'm like, the fact that I even remember the faction names impresses me, because I'm just like, that's right, that's what they call that shit.
Or Axiom.
Yeah, like everybody is Tatum Paxley to me in NXT right now. I'm like, who's that? I'm like that random fucking whoever the fuck he was from WrestleMania 8 or 9. Like, how much does that guy weigh? Like, how much does that guy weigh? Who's that guy?
But who you see winning the gauntlet?
I don't know.
I say Kazarian if he's actually in it.
But then that ruins the whole.
I know he's gonna cash it in.
Telegraph's too hard, yeah.
I'm gonna hate it, and I'm gonna go. You know what, Henry, just leave.
Yeah, I feel like Kaz winning telegraphs a swerve in the main event too hard. So
yeah. So
Hammerstone
and cashes in on like a fucking X Division belt or some shit. I don't fucking know.
That would be funny. Or maybe that's how Bayley retains. Bayley and Vikingo have like this banger of a fucking match after the gauntlet. Bayley retains, and then Hammerstone just fucking wrecks him with like one Nightmare Pendulum.
Yeah, there we go. We got it. That's better than Kazarian ruining.
And then he can cash in option C at Hard to Kill.
There you go.
So he's basically just briefcasing everything. That's Hammerstone's new gimmick. Just everything's a briefcase. Trophy, cash it in. And X Division, cash it in. We're fucking done here.
World title, cash it in.
Wait, what does that mean? I'm going to NXT. Fuck! Yeah. You just signed!
NXT contract. Goodbye.
Adios, bitches.
Jordynne Grace versus Masha Slamovich for the Knockouts belt. I say Masha probably wins it.
Yeah, Masha, I'm pretty sure it's 0-4. It might be 0-3, but I'm pretty sure she's 0-4 against Jordynne.
Yeah,
and
so,
they made
if Jordynne's leaving in January.
Exactly. They made that a big talking point when Jordynne beat her during like her undefeated streak, and the second time Jordynne beat her is that like, oh, Masha just can't beat Jordynne. She's and blah blah. So I'm like, that's the story. That's the payoff.
Yeah.
Masha hasn't been able to overcome her the entire time. She had to build herself back up, and now she can finally take her down.
Moose against Mike Santana. I got Santana going over.
I'm conflicted.
It's like how is this not like a grudge match?
Well, I'm conflicted because why are we gonna put another babyface over? If Maclin is going over Alexander and he's a tweener at worst, they're pushing a babyface, but I'll just call him a tweener for argument's sake. If Hendry goes over and no shenanigans happen, like having Santana go over Moose kind of vaults Santana into that main event picture. You know what I mean?
Right.
So unless they just have Moose and him run it back again for like Final Destination or Hard to Kill, like, or Final Resolution. Wait, is it Final Final Resolution, isn't it?
I think so.
The December one after Bound for Glory.
It might be that.
Because I feel like Final Destination was a different company's stuff.
Final Resolution, you mean?
Yeah, that's I thought it was Final Resolution. Yeah.
Hold on, let's check.
Because I think Final Resolution's like the first week of December.
The Final Resolution is December 13th.
Oh, second week, okay.
And then Turning Point is November 29th.
No one cares about Turning Point. Final Resolution, at least it's like supposed to be the end of year thing or Hard to Kill. That's where I would expect like a rematch with Moose and Santana if Santana goes over and they don't want Moose to drop it, the angle. But they push baby faces too much and they don't have a good heel count, you know what I mean?
So you're going with Moose?
I'll go with Moose just because something needs to happen at Bound for Glory. Someone's got to turn. There has to be
someone has to show up, debut, return.
There needs to be new blood injected in there on the heel side because
agreed for that.
This is just a rough fucking like it's baby faces and tweeners everywhere, and that's painful. I think that's part of why the show sucks. Is like there's no one to hate except the system, and they didn't make them cool anymore. They turned the system into like a Suzuki goon.
They're dorks.
Yeah, they turned the system into a Suzuki goon where they get their asses beat for like 90% of the match, and they do something like cheesy and stupid and cheeky, and then they win or they lose because the baby, you know what I mean? Lose because of shenanigans or win because they just cheat better. And it's like, ugh. They went from being like a main event mafia, a fortune, a four horsemen.
All because they added JDC.
I don't know. The four horsemen still had Mongo, and they were okay.
True.
Like no one ever looked at the four horsemen and went, "You guys are nerds." Arn Anderson just pulled out his gun. Then be like, "Okay, we're good. Sorry."
You're jocks. It's okay. Full Metal Mayhem, the tag belt, ABC, System, and Hardys. I have Hardys winning.
Choo,
baby. And of course, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it makes too much sense. You put a gimmick in there. There's another two bodies. Like the Hardys are one of the biggest things going right now in your company. You put it on them. It's your biggest show. You do the damn thing. Have them drop it.
ABC don't need it right now. and if this is going to be the downfall of the system, they got to lose their belts.
More or less. So, like, even if they dropped it at Turning Point, you know what I mean? Like, they have to win it at Bound for Glory. The reign is irrelevant.
Exactly. And then finally, her main event, Joe Hendry and Nick Nemeth for the heavyweight title, with Kazarian as the guest referee.
They have to pull the fucking trigger now.
Yeah. Or you're going to lose him.
Especially because, I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, but Hendry actually got his I Believe in Joe Hendry nominated to Eurovision.
Yeah.
So if he does I think he said he's going to do a remix, but if he also does a Eurovision video, because I think you're supposed to do like a performance with the Eurovision submissions, like him with the title doing, the song, that's a look. You know what I mean? Like, that's how can you say no to free publicity in a way?
Exactly.
Eurovision is giant in Europe,
Oh yeah.
So that's too easy. It's right there in purple fucking crayon. Stevie Wonder can see it. It's right there.
But can you see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
It's because they're available to go into the gauntlet.
There you go.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, sign this waiver. It's like, why is there a waiver on cinnamon? I don't know. We can throw you over ropes. What?
the real taste you can see.
Yes. It's not tricks. It's not just for kids.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. There's no more fruit shapes. That means they were just for kids.
Wait. I guess it's just all Republican kids now and Southern kids because there's no more fruit shapes. So now it's just like, I can finally feed them this cereal and it's correct.
Oh boy. But yeah, Hendry has to win. He has to.
Yep.
Are we done here? Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done. Are we done or are we finished? Because I'm kind of finished.
Yeah, I'm kind of finished. Like I said, we won't be here next Thursday, but we'll be here for Bound for Glory next Saturday. Follow him at WC Word Chief. Follow me on at David Phoenix 12. Follow his content at thechairshot.com. Always use your head. And we are here nearly every day. Follow Dutchy Radio, whether it's TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook, on Comic Book Click, the Facebook, the Twitch, maybe Blue Sky. Who the fuck knows? Anything, just type us in the search bar.
You'll find it somewhere.
You will find it somewhere over the rainbow. And we are doing...
Unless it's tricks. We just had this whole conservative rhetoric. Come on. They don't know Dorothy.
They don't. They're too young. But, like I said, we are here every day. So whether that is Monday Night Raw, or you like NXT, or you like Dynamite on the Wednesdays, or you got us every Thursday, or you got the Smack Zone on the Fridays, the occasional pay-per-view PLE on a Saturday or Sunday. We also got Level Up on top of that every single Sunday, where they talk about the new generation of the wrestlers. And
maybe that's where Brinley's from. Maybe that's what that is.
But we will say goodnight. We bid you all adieu. So farewell. See you next